A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow. I return safe and sound, and I dare say wiser for my travels.
Night time already? I thought 'twas rather dark.
Shall we check our packs and be off?
Feeling rested, I trust? Come to think of it, was there not another task we were to see to somewhere nearby?
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Wonder if this'll be my lot till I'm old and grey. Mayhap I really would have been better off a baker.
A new destination calls to you, I take it. Say no more. I look forward to seeing where you take us.
'Tis not for us to gainsay the Arisen's judgment. We must go where we are bid.
Right, the predicament. Won't someone do aught about this?
There are useful ingredients to be gathered here, I'll wager.
No harm in picking a few.
Won't someone do aught about this? Right, the predicament.
I've just recalled a little tidbit I heard from the locals.
If you refer to changes in the military's makeup, I've heard the same.
Indeed. Tell is, there's been a shift in the chain of command.
Must you run so fast? I can hardly keep you in my sights, Arisen.
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
Sir Arisen, I cannot thank you enough for what you've done for us.
Aye, you've my humblest gratitude, sir. If not for you, I'd ne'er have made it home. Still, I doubt this is the last we'll be hearing from Sir Ludolf. He's not like to admit defeat after only one attempt. Where will I be sent next, I wonder?
Have you not heard, my love? Sir Ludolf has fallen deathly ill.
He has?
Aye, he was poisoned. From the tell of it, 'twas concealed in a gift. A bottle of wine or some such. But I suppose 'tis not so surprising. A dastardly man like that must have had no shortage of enemies.
True enough. I'm sure no few held a grudge against him for all he's done.
Indeed. Perhaps one might call this his just deserts.
So we've...
I thank you.
How kind of you.
Right, just follow me. Good. We're here.
I've no intention of swapping gossip. No, a feat not easily matched. That such peace cannot afford reigned.
Oh, you came, sir. I must confess, I feared you would not. But I forget myself. You must be wondering why I asked you here. I should like to speak with an acquaintance of yours, a child with whom I espied you conversing. She is the spitting image of my young master, you see. 'Tis my hope that she might take his place for a time, thereby granting him a reprieve from his sorry situation.
Diana, would you paint my mother a criminal? Perhaps I ought to be the one to explain.
Young master, I meant no offence.
Diana has the right of it, though the situation is not nearly so dire as she makes it sound. I seek only the freedom to leave my own home. My mother is bedridden, you see, and her mind is not so sharp as it once was. Whenever I am absent, she grows terribly distressed. By leaving a look-alike in the house, I hope to ensure her peace of mind while I attend to matters of my own. Would you be willing to lend your assistance? Splendid! Thank you so very much.
'Twas in the slums that I witnessed you speaking with the girl. Would you be so kind as to bring her here?
Here's hoping there'll be no trouble today.
My list of duties grows ere longer.
At once, master.
Will someone do aught about this?
A tad rowdy.
Stomach's complaining. I'll have an early supper.
To focus. My head will run water. These writings.
Oh, it's not right. It doesn't make any sort of sense. The doctor examined him afore and said he'd be better with a bit of medicine. Yet ever since he came here, he's only gotten worse.
I understand how you must feel, but you must see that your son's health continues to wane. There is no medicine that can heal him outright. He requires proper treatment. I am caring for him as best I can. I beg only for your patience. However, if you truly cannot entrust him to me, perhaps you would care to take him home with you instead. Mayhap convalescing in a place familiar to him would aid his recovery. Of course, I would be sure to visit him as oft as I am able.
Home, you say?
Dear, we are pressed enough as 'tis.
All right, he stays. But pray, bring my son back to health.
I will look after him. I swear it.
How do you do? It's so dull when there's nothing doing.
Sir, ought you not be in... Ah, forgive me. You're not a patient, are you? I suppose you must be a visitor. 'Tis a pleasure to make your acquaintance. My name is Eleanor. I have the privilege of serving as abbess here. I regret that I cannot offer you a cup of tea, but I'm in the middle of making my rounds of the patients. Not to mention, I have to find the means to procure more medicinal ingredients. Oh. You wouldn't happen to know someone willing to brave the roads, would you? I know 'tis perilous, but there is one ingredient in particular we cannot afford to run out of. You would procure it yourself. I am grateful beyond words, sir. In that case, might I trouble you to bring me some miasmite? The slums are a bane to the body's humors, and its residents are oft prone to illness. We do what we can with what little we have, but we're always short on helping hands. Your aid is most appreciated, sir. May your search prove fruitful.
Tell is, miasmite can be harvested from phantoms, monsters that wander the world a night.
Of course. The answer was staring me right in the face.
Hoy, Arisen! I was hoping you'd come by, so I could thank you again for all your help. You really made a difference around here. You wanted to ask me a favor this time? All right. How can I help? So, this noble boy wants me to pretend to be him? I'm not sure that'd work. I mean, I don't know the first thing about being a noble. Besides, are you sure we can trust these people? It all sounds a bit fishy to me. All right, I'll do it. But if I'm not very good at it, it's not my fault, okay?
Shall we bring Miss Daphne to see Master Sebastian? Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and will guide you there post-haste.
We're in your hands, sir. Much obliged.
All this worrying is giving me an achy back. I'm not game enough to hang about this.
Could you come over here? We're going this way now, I suppose. By your will.
The Arisen decides our path. We have but to follow.
Got any good stories to share? What am I supposed to do?
Shall we bring Miss Daphne to see Master Sebastian? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Over here.
A welcome respite from all that hustle and bustle.
Look, young master. She's here.
Indeed. I could be staring into a mirror. Diana, will you dress her and instruct her in her role?
As you wish, young master. This way, if you please, miss.
What a kindness you've done me. Now I can go and fetch a gift for Mother. I'm hoping a little cheer will aid her in her recovery, and a flower from Melve seems just the thing. And she was born there, you see. No doubt her days would be brighter with a memento of her old home by her bedside.
All is ready, young master. You need only finish your preparations for the journey.
You know, the roads around Melve are supposed to be really dangerous. I heard the safest way to get there is to carry something that reeks of Cyclops with you, because it'll scare all the monsters away.
The lands around Melve are rife with poisonous flora. I'd hoped to pack an antidote for the young master, but the shops had none to spare. 'Tis not only poison the plants inflict, but drowsiness besides. Might there not be a curative that accounts for both?
Will someone do aught about this? It seems Master Sebastian is lacking a few supplies. Shall we gather what springs to mind? Could you come over here?
Quite the predicament.
Well then, I ought to be off, I suppose. I must confess, I feel rather uneasy. This is my first time leaving the city. I only hope I've not forgotten anything of import. You think I ought to bring some medicine and monster repellent with me? What precisely would you suggest? My thanks. I'm certain these will come in useful. Now, I really must be going. Wish me luck.
Take care, young master.
Come back safe.
Thank you for your aid in all of this, sir. I shall see about procuring you a suitable reward, so pray do come visit us again.
Beg pardon, sir, but might I have a moment of your time? I've a proposal to make, and methinks you'll want to hear it. See, a friend of mine has an empty house, but no use for it. And I see you round the inn rather often. Understand me? 'Twouldn't come free, mind, but the price is a fair one, and you'd have a place to call your own. What say you? Well, you needn't decide this very moment. Come speak with me again once your mind's set.
Quite the predicament.
I wonder what's going on in town.
tomorrow be
job,
as
this.
uneventful as today.
Clean and tidy. What else needs doing?
I've done no wrong. Have I?
Almost nodded off for a moment there.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I? That's not.
Mind, I have time for a citizen in need. What would the captain do?
Very well. I shall go on ahead.
Not what we thought ever happened here, anyhow.
Could use a bit of peace and quiet.
Not sure what they expect. I'm no cook, am I?
Chance to put my feet up is as welcome as fine ale.
A fine spot to take my mind off my troubles.
I'd swear I've not blinked once in the last
Can't
hour.
stomach places like this.
Couldn't hurt to rest my feet a moment.
I'd swear I've not blinked once in the last hour. I wonder what brings them.
I'll harvest what I can, should it please you.
Yes, sir. Have you procured what I asked? Splendid. You've my gratitude. Unfortunately, I can give you little more than that. Forgive me, but I must return to my rounds directly. Ah, but in place of a reward, mayhap I could give you a tour of the premises. Only, If you've the time and inclination, of course. What say you? Would you care to accompany me? As servants of the Gracious Hand, we provide whatever treatment we can to those unfortunate who are stricken by maladies. Yet, at times, 'tis not enough. Perhaps you will recall the parents who were here when you first arrived. An unfortunate pair. They've suffered no few hardships in the slums, and now even their poor son Lubomir has fallen ill. By chance, he was examined by a roaming man claiming to be a doctor. Yet, the family had not the money for the medicine he required. So, he was put into our care.
Lady Elena is willing to show us around the Gracious Hand. I say we make full use of this opportunity.
Here he is. This young man is Lubomir. We've been administering the medicine recommended by the doctor who examined him, but he has yet to show any sign of recovery. To be perfectly honest, I doubt the soundness of that so-called doctor's judgment. After all, there is no shortage of ne'er-do-wells out there, willing to claim their medicine the only cure, that they might inflate its price. But I suppose I ought not say such things so openly. At any rate, I'd best continue on my rounds. Pray, stay as long as you wish. Come, come. We've medicine to prepare. We've enough to make a fresh batch now, thanks to a kind donation.
Psst! You there. Help me. Listen, the sisters here are good to us, but I'm growing weaker day by day. It started with a slight fever, and now I can scarce lift myself up. See that empty bed? An old man was lying in it till just a few days past. He told me he was feeling better, that he'd be well enough to leave anon. And now he's... Mayhap I'm just imagining things. I hope that's the case. And yet... Gah... Something isn't right about this place. Pray, should you hear any queer rumors about the Gracious Hand, come tell me of them, won't you? I'd see to it myself, but I can hardly move.
You're always good for a laugh.
Is there aught I can assist you with?
Got any good stories to share?
Might you be a friend of Lubomir's? There has been talk of sending him down to the basement, should his condition fail to improve. That is, the basement sick room, where our most critical patients convalesce under the abbess's care. None of the other sisters are permitted entry, including myself. Teles, she gives the patients a special medicine. I know not what kind. At times I hear strange cries and moans drift up from below. Which is to be expected. Those who come here suffer all manner of afflictions, you see. And yet, a part of me is afeard for them.
This basement sick room sounds rather unsavoury. Shall we see what Sir Lubomir knows of it? Say no more, Master. I know just where to find this person, and we'll... guide you there post-haste.
A guide is most welcome. Now we shan't lose our way.
Medicine! 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 Now! Now! Now!
Over here.
Oh, someone help me. Jahan? Bruno, where have you gone?
Oi, Arisen, over here. Surely you didn't think I'd abandon you. Could you come over here?
Beg pardon, sir, but this room is where our most severe cases convalesce. I must ask you not to disturb them, for your sake as much as theirs.
Off to market I go.
It was an eventful...
So, the worst of us are taken to the basement. And none save the abbess can enter? If the gracious hand has a secret, 'tis the abbess who keeps it, I reckon. You've done this much for me. Would you be willing to go further? I must find out what goes on down there. You've my thanks. I just can't stomach the thought of lying here not knowing. Of course, all the better should your search come to naught. But if you do find aught amiss down in that basement, it must be the abbess's doing. Should you find evidence fit to implicate her, will you help me see to it that justice is carried out? See, I've already reported my suspicions to the sentinels, and we've arranged a signal. If you apprehend the abbess, they'll know to come and arrest her. So I beg you, sir, find the evidence you need, if it exists to be found.
To get to the bottom of what is happening at the Gracious Hand, we shall have to acquire evidence of any misdeeds.
I knew it to be so.
The patients in this room must not be disturbed. What are you doing? Unhand me this instant.
Many thanks for your assistance in this matter. Elena is being questioned as we speak. Though to be frank, sir, I cannot see the matter proceeding any further. What I've heard of the abbess's testimony is little convincing, but I fear the evidence you've procured shan't be sufficient for a formal accusation. What must needs be done?
One must take such peace. Rain return. I'm tired of breaking my back for someone else.
I've been on my feet all day. A long day. My legs are as lead. I've been on my feet all day.
It is a bit early for a rest as yet. I suppose.
Quite the predicament.
So tired.
Pray, slow your... I wonder how Master Sebastian and Miss Daphne fare of late. Shall we pay them a visit? Ah, yes. I know just where to find this person. Follow me.
Aye, 'tis dull. At least I've a roof o'er my head. How extraordinary.
Home at last.
Welcome home, young master.
Thank you, Diana. I am glad to be back. 'Twas a hard journey, but I found what I sought. A blue sunbright, the sigil of our house. I only hope Mother will be pleased.
Oh, a blue sunbright. I thought they were make-believe.
Oh no, they're quite real. Rather rare, though, and particularly to Melv. I'm surprised you've heard of them, to be frank.
Really? Well, there's a picture of one stuck to the inner cover of a book that was donated to the Gracious Hand. I asked Sir Kendrick about it. He told me the flower's name.
A picture, you say? How very odd.
I believe Miss Daphne is describing a bookplate. The book in question will have been a donation from this very house. Indeed, the mistress has been very generous in her support of the Gracious Hand over the years.
For true? Oh, I must tell her thank you.
I think I could arrange that. I'm certain my mistress would be delighted.
Yes. Well, as for me, I'm just pleased to be home safe and sound.
All this racket. What's going on? Good gracious, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, you must be the lady who's been supporting the Gracious Hand. Thank you ever so much for all you've done for us.
What precisely have you told this girl?
Not a word, mistress. I swear it.
Good. As for you, girl, you need not thank me. 'Tis the privilege of the nobility to help those who are less fortunate. Now, 'tis getting late. You had best be off. Do be sure to leave the house unseen. And fare you well, child. Know that where'er life may lead you, you may take pride in who you are. Come, Diana. I would speak with you alone. You have some explaining to do.
What was that all about? Mother seemed awfully perturbed.
I do wonder what that was all about. Though I'm not sure we ought to pry.
Goodness. I hardly know what to think.
Won't someone do aught about this?
Look, Master, a treasure chest. We shall have to find a way to reach it.
I fear this trial is too much for one such as me. Oh, heavens above! What are we to do? 'Twas you, wasn't it? You took the abyss from us. How could you do this? The acts she committed were unforgivable. This I cannot deny. But what do you expect will befall the rest of us in her absence? Without the abbess, we cannot possibly attend to all our patients. Without her guidance, I... Forgive me. 'Twas an improper thing to say in light of the lives taken so unjustly. I will do what I can, but I fear I cannot attend to everyone here. I must confess,
Chaos in the world begins with chaos of the mind.
If you must go off on your own, there's naught to be done. I only hope you'll return sooner rather than later.
'Tis not our place to hurry the arisen.
Like it or not, I must go where duty calls me.
Well, have you found some place I might sate my scholarly curiosities? Oh, to think such a place existed. How very curious. Guide me outside, then. If you can deliver me from this pit, I ought to be able to find the rest of the way on my own.
I have been waiting for you, Arisen.
This should be far enough. My thanks. If you truly are Arisen, then I swear to someday repay this debt I owe. Words may be wind, but there's naught else I can offer you at present. Pray visit me if you've the time or inclination. Mayhap the knowledge I've gained reading tomes of Eld could be of some use to you.
Tell is, Vermin was once...
Leave off. Ho-ho!
Over here.
Someone comes looking for a fight. I will say no.
Well then, we are never truly alone. Heaven watch over us.
I seem to recall leaving just such an item in storage.
Days like this make me fester in these hearts.
I like to come here when I need a minute to think.
Could you come over here?
Greetings. Welcome to the Guild Hall. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocations. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word. Methinks Roderick will be able to tell you aught of the stolen shipment. He runs the local armory, and we purchase almost all of our stock from him. May fortune smile upon you, sir.
Do come again.
Our foes will quail in the wake.
Greeting. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation. If there is aught I may assist you with, simply say the word.
Always a pleasure.
Peruse at your neck. Fancy a look at my wares?
The Goblin's Lair. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring me peace of mind. To know someone taught them a...
Greetings. Welcome to the... Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vocation.
Always a pleasure.
Good evening, sir. I trust you fared all right on the... roads, despite the hour. Much obliged.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Oh-ho! You have procured an archer's staff, I see. Most excellent. You may now change your vocation to sorcerer, if it pleases you, sir. However, if you wish to register as a warrior instead, you will need to acquire a great sword.
Peruse at your leisure.
Good tidings, sir. How fares your retrieval of those plundered weapons? Marvelous! You have acquired both an archer staff and a great sword. You may now change your vocation as desired, sir. What's more, I bear glad tidings. 'Twould seem our arms shortage is at an end. I dare say the armory will be resupplied anon.
Outstanding!
The result of our impeccable teamwork, no doubt.
It is vital that we rest and regain our strength before moving on.
We have yet more locations to attend to. Where to next? I suppose the location nearest here would be a good place to start.
You're a welcome sight, Arisen. As ever, I'm yours to command. I fear your party will be diminished for my absence. Should you require a strong sword arm, I'll gladly heed your call.
I know precisely when a curative is needed, Master. You'll never fall in battle so long as I'm around.
I have a modest talent for spotting materials that can be used to enhance your equipment. I can even mark them on your map.
Arisen! I knew you loved this world too much to leave it behind. I'm only glad to have proven my worth.
Hail, Arisen. 'Tis plain you've been training diligently in my absence. An unexpected reunion, but a happy one.
You look upon me so expectantly. Are we acquainted? Why, you're back, and not a day too soon.
Seems I'm not the only one who's too busy to rest. Times are hard.
That looks promising. Any ideas as to how we might reach it?
I only pray my watch finishes without incident. I'm bloody starving.
Shall we get some rest then?
adventure continues.